Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. If you missed the last episode, we solved the case of who murdered Halcyon Helen, and I will not spoil it. Go and check the episode out. But for now, we are heading to the Hope for kept secret but not forgotten.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Alright, what's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2.
Oh, good. Okay.
Or the Sun.
Oh, even better. Good thing I'm great in math. I know all the best numbers.
I must recommend you leave the calculations up to me, Captain.
Alright, that's all for now. Now, what team do I want to bring with me? I'm thinking Sam and Parvati still, yeah. Alright, what do we have over here? So that's the Hope's auxiliary power, and that's the Hope comms. Are these two different quests? Yes, they are. Oh no, they're the same quest but different areas. A really random question, but there's a meaning here. But can you imagine being with someone for like 30 years? I mean, I guess so. I mean, if it's someone that you really, really like, I don't see why not. Oh, we got busted. I'm sure it only doesn't sound normal because it's not what you've experienced, right? But I'm sure for people that have been in relationships for 10, 20, 30 years, it's probably more normal that than not being with someone for that long. Does that make sense? Oh, you dropped your gun, good. Makes my life even easier. Where's Sam? I mean, I was. Where's Sam? Why have I only got one companion? Patch. Okay, repower the Hope's skip drive. Done that. Patch Ada into the Hope's communication system.
That ought to do her, Captain.
Alright, Parvati, well, it's just me and you, so let's go. And we're going through the main entrance, cause why not? Alright. Am I safe for now? I think so. Alright, so far so good. Alright, can I do anything with this terminal? Come on, give me some good news here. Unauthorized access result in immediate termination. Access to storage pods is currently unavailable. 9,999 storage pods.
You alright, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again.
Just peachy, Parvati. Just peachy. Reroute communication through the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's...
Incoming!
Why did it fail? Why did this fail? What did you do, Parvati? Oh, we're going to fight everything, okay. Hang in there, Parvati. Ah, we missed. Okay. Oh, what's really intriguing here, and it's for people who can't imagine a commitment to someone that long, but can imagine commitment to a mortgage or children or carer, or career, sorry. But yeah, I think it's that old age saying of like different folks, different strokes for different folks, isn't it? Same for those people that don't want kids at all, compared to the ones that do. Alright, I guess we go up. How are we doing, Parvati? Are we okay? Disguises have worn off already, that's fantastic. Oh look, there's a bunch of people here, so don't get too close.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Okay, let's go. Comms, patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Okay, cool. I'm ready. Wait, before I do this, tell me, Ada, am I ready? No. Yeah, I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Yeah, skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Alright, do it.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
Yes.
That's what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport.
Goddamn
This will
robots,
cause
man.
Extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Okay, grab hold. We must be near the end of the game if we're doing this. Well, I guess we jumped
Good.
successfully.
We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
No. Is my disguise still working? Commitment to things can be a weird, complex thing, I guess. That it can.
Oh, not so fast. I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
Intimidate 14. Mind your own business.
What's your problem?
You. People who ask a lot of questions instead of doing their jobs.
Easy. You made your point.
Good. Easy. I've got things to do.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Alright, well, let's get out of Dodge. I'm guessing we now go back to Phineas. Also, did they not notice that we jumped halfway across the world? They must have done, right? Where the hell do I go? Shh. Shit, I'm lost. That was this way, wasn't it? And my disguise has run out again. But I think we murdered everyone here, to be honest, so... we should be good. Me and Parvati did that like a bunch of pros. Alright, I'm reliable. Goddamn, let's go.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Okay.
Thank the law you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
Damn, Wells is
It
on
would
a
seem
mad
the
one.
recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
We're gonna go to Wells right now.
Goodbye.
Alright, Wells, we're coming. Nice and close.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Alright. Let's bring Nyoka and Sam instead of Parvati. We want full firepower if there's a fight in here. So let's see what we got. There is an enemy, there's a few enemies. Oh god. And I died, of course. God damn. Alright. We try again, round 2. Alright, squad, let's do this. We ready? Alright, one down. Two down. Headshot. Blasted. Much better that time. Again, more just puddles on the floor. We'll take as much as we can. Now let's get inside here. I mean, to be fair, he took out a good few of them by himself. Good for Wells. But where's the computer it wants me to... oh, here. Hack 90 bypass. Hey! Personnel files. Wells only. Ooh. First entry. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all. 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally, they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they're all out of options. Boulder Dash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of hyperthermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists. If only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden of bureaucracy. Okay, whatever. My brain is also thinking about why are oranges called oranges and bananas are not called yellows. I mean, that's a great question, to be fair. 113 seconds. New record. Most of the subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquidification. Okay. And then this is the board finding him. What did we just open? Something in here. Ooh. What else have you got in here, Wells? Give me all your loot, buddy. Because you're either dead or I'm going to have to rescue you.
Nicely done.
And either way, I might as well have your shit. Turn to Wells's lab. Done that. Oh, we're going to Tartarus, are we? Okay. Let's go then. Confront the chairman. I'll also tell you what's on my mind, but this isn't the place, for fuck's sake. No, it isn't. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. I guess we're going to whatever Tartarus is.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay. What do they have to bitch about?
Phineas, locked up in Tartarus? We cannot let this stand. That place terrifies even the most hardened criminal.
Okay, so Victor's with me. Oh, sorry, the Vicar, not Victor. Sam's happy.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Yeah, we can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if there's any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
That's the spirit,
if you
Felix.
really need to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Oh, so this is the point of no return. Okay. We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Alright.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command
Sorry, buddy.
not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Alright.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should've known
We
better.
already listened to
But
this.
I landed on something big.
We definitely already listened to that. Armor-wise, what are we saying? What can I equip? Because my current armor is 93, 62, 69, 108. We'll take the 108. Can I tinker with it? Okay, repair all that. Alright, we'll take it. Let's go to Tartarus. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of Halcyon's colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests will be unavailable. Any saves may be on this point. Whatever. Let's go. Wants me to save first. That's not a good sign.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Oh.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay. Yeah, know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684.
Oh.
Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Okay, that's cheery. Yeah, what the hell is it with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Yeah. You, Holehead, don't you know who I am? Transmit your biometric ID so I know who to fire.
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, right away, sir. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course, obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, squad, let's go.
Do return in 1.
We're going to bring in Oka and Sam because we're going to go full power. There is method to my madness sometimes. Only sometimes though, right? Alright. How do I get across? Oh, there's a bridge here. Okay.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own groundbreakers. Not while I breathe. Push on, Margot.
Well, we got some support. Oh no, that's the Mardette. And now they don't like me either, fuck's sake. Okay, we go again. And let's try not to shoot our assistants.
What was that? The board will never own groundbreakers. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardette.
Alright, Mardettes, do your thing. Damn, they are getting dicked on right now. That's a Mardette. Corporate Trooper. This was the gunfight we've been wanting. Beautiful, how we doing? Alright, Mardettes, nice work.
What's up?
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you. Why do I hear loads of fighting? Why do I hear a bunch of fighting? And we're still going down, damn. Okay.
Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help.
Oh, hell yeah, Lila.
And I always pay my debts.
Excellent, that's what I wanted to hear. Who else do we have here to fight? Alright, Sublight, how we doing? Alright, another one dead. Right in the face. Who else? Oh god, there's loads of them here. Execute you. Got more sublight. Let me get through. Can't do anything there. That's sealed. How do I get up? Oh, here we go. I need to call it down. Never mind. Alright, Sublight, thanks for the help. Appreciate you guys. All my allies I made are starting to come in so clutch. Let me guess, you're locked. Oh, no. Alright, I'm disguised so fast. That's a great start. It just depends on how long this disguise lasts. Alright, come on team. Come on. Come on, keep going.
Reminder, poor uniform maintenance will result in a citation. System alert, beginning security patrol.
Alright, just about made it through.
Incoming!
Alright.
Terminating security.
Oh, where are the enemies? All over there. Hey, Iconoclast, nice. Dope, dope, dope. Come on. Kill everyone. Right, that's a person there, so I don't need to worry about them. I'm guessing this way is locked. Bits which don't seem that helpful anymore, but you know what, whatever. Where the shit am I going? And that's Nyoka. Cool. Right, I need to start looting because I'm running out of bullets. Okay, there we go. Sealed. So I need to hack you, right? Don't even need to hack you. The hell is this? Alright, up another floor. More iconoclasts, awesome. How far do we need to go?
Alright, MSI. I'm not one.
Alright, Stanjar, thanks for the help, dude.
The captain needs our help. So get in there and...
This is a full-on assault. This is so much fun. This is by far the best level in the game. Alright, MSI, how are we doing? Hey, Grim.
All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Well, shit, things are going swell so fast. Let's go up this elevator.
This is nice. Calm before the storm and all that.
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's special solvent Thanos remover. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
Awesome, Sam. Just awesome.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
Yeah, doomed. Phineas and I are saving the colony.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Yeah, Chairman Rockwell, just the man I'm here to kill.
How dare you? Even thinking about killing the chairman of the Halcyon board is a felony. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
I'm not waiting for anything. The colony's saving right now.
Is that what you think you're doing? This path of wanton societal disruption? You call that being a savior? I call it sabotage. You know what saboteurs get, Captain? Summary executions. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'll be there before you know it. Alright, well I guess we're gonna go fight a robot. Which is in this direction. Can't get in there. Hi, Ram. Alright, Sam, yeah, you just keep it there. Wait, what? I didn't even see my health was low. What the shit? I was too busy watching the goddamn robot. Of course, I didn't reload my bloody gun. Alright.
All germs and contaminants have
Well, that was
been
easy.
neutralized.
That was really easy. Right, that gun's got no bullets, but my revolver does, so... That was dope as shit. We just walked in, slow mode, and murdered him. Well, okay, there we go. Sorry, my bad.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind. And I can't begin to thank you enough.
You're welcome, Phineas. Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Yeah, great. I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Oh, good. Yeah, we have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
We don't need Earth. It's full of aliens, like Dengs. Thanks, Loki.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars.
Well, good.
The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks.
Well, good.
Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive for years to come. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon.
Well, glad we got a nice little
Byzantines were
epilogue.
reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to. The board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. The destroyed Adrenatime synthesizer became a symbol of the board's cruelty and a rallying point for Wells and his scientists as they sought to build a more humane, ethical Halcyon. They cleared the dead from Gorgon's laboratories and repurposed them to aid in the crucial work of solving the colony's nutrition crisis. Gorgon, which had once sown death and destruction across Halcyon, became a source of hope and renewal. The Gorgon Project's final explosive end was bittersweet for Olivia Ambrose. She wandered the colony's fringes alone, searching for others like her who despised the board and meant to destroy them. In time, she found Phineas Wells and his cadre of scientists, and she joined them in their efforts to save Halcyon.
Oh, that's nice.
For a while, she even knew an uneasy peace. But for all that, Olivia found purpose in Wells' project. She was always haunted by the memory of her daughter, Minnie, who hadn't lived to see the better world they were building. She never did forgive herself for the horror her work had wrought on Halcyon. But she remembered fondly the daring captain who'd put an end to it at last. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. Ruth Bellamy never forgot the words you said to her. She coped with Belinda's death by committing to live in a way that would make her sister proud. When the remnants of the colony banded together, Ruth Bellamy was there to help. She devoted her remaining years and resources to saving the colony. Years later, when the worst of the crisis had passed, Aetherwaves returned to Halcyon's culture. An aging Ruth Bellamy tried her hand at directing. Her first Aetherwave drama was dedicated to the memory of Belinda Bellamy and to her old friend, Captain of the Unreliable. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, Slug headgear became fashionable in the following years.
There's a lot to unpack
here.
here.
Began to disintegrate. Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows.
Of course.
Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals.
This is a lot of talking.
In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Okay, that was The Outer Worlds. I feel like I'm listening to an audiobook. That was long, but it wrapped everything up, which was nice, I guess. But that is the end of this series. Thank you so much if you hung around for it and watched all of it. Really appreciate that. Yeah, really good game. Really, really good game. I'm glad we picked that up. I have nothing really to add. I think that game wrapped itself up really nice. Ending was very quick, I think, but I guess there was a lot of what they call minor quests and side quests that it kind of padded out a bit. But overall, really good pickup. Really, really good pickup. So, if you haven't already, please drop the episode a like. It helps me amazingly. If you're new and you're not subscribed, you'd like to, that'd also be amazing. And hopefully, I will see you guys in the next series. Bye, guys.